How do you train a debate coach?
How did I train for debate coach? I didn't train for debate coach. When I was in high school, I debated. When I was in college, I debated. And it was through the practice of debating that I learned how to debate.
Do you sing or play an instrument? And what is your favorite instrument and singer?
But no, I don't play an instrument. I was taught to play the piano, but I don't know much about playing the piano right now. Other than when I want to get a note, I can get the note. I'm from a very large family, and my mother and father saw to it that all of us took piano lessons. I don't think any of us profited except my oldest sister, who was a concert pianist before she died at a very early age. I like all instruments.
What made you want to learn the skill?
What made me want to learn the skill? The fact that I saw so many who didn't know it, and I said that I would never be like that. And so I prepared myself, going to the best schools in the nation, so that I will be able to perform better than those I listened to during my growing years. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, so I actually play violin.
That's a good instrument to play. And I enjoy listening to the violin. So develop your skill and proficiency. So someone will be glad to listen to the music that only you can produce. Okay?
Okay.
What is it like to watch so many of your brightest students do special things like Barbara Jordan, Mickey Leland, Yolanda Adams, and etc.?
Yeah. It's like talking to you. You are another person who provides me an opportunity to interact. Barbara and all these others were just like you, students in a class. Students who learned their lesson well and were able to perform all over the country. Certainly a feeling of gratitude comes over me when I reflect on those experiences and realize that I had something to do with that growth and development. I don't claim credit for all of it, only for being there at a plastic period in their lives so they were molded and shaped into the persons that they became.
What are your best childhood memories?
I was one of 8 boys and 4 girls. And my childhood memories are vivid of the interaction that we had at that time. My father had a peculiar method of toning down the frustrations of our brothers. Every Sunday he would put boxing gloves on us, and we would box at each other, thus cutting down on the frustration. So once we had boxed it out, it was over. We weren't fussing with each other. I remember my experiences of going to Sunday school and to church, and at that time we went to church all day long. We went to church in the morning, we went to church in the afternoon, and we went to church in the evening, every single Sunday. And church, of course, was nearby. It was right around the corner. We didn't have to walk far to get to church.
Did you ever want to be a lawyer?
No, I never wanted to be a lawyer, but somebody else wanted me to be a lawyer. So they said, you make a good lawyer. But as early as 9, I had decided that I would be in the ministry, not a lawyer, but a preacher at 9 years of age.
Describe the difference between music in your time and how.
Music in my time and music now. I don't know whether I would call music now, in light of the standards that we had long time ago. We have moved away from an appreciation of classical music to the acceptance of music as it is. We were trained in the classic tradition.
What kind of hairstyles did you wear throughout your life and why?
My hair was long as I was growing up as a child. I was skipped in elementary school, not because I knew anything, but because of my curly hair. Teachers like that, you see. You think it's advanced me on the basis of my curly hair, not in a brain activity.
Why does the TSU team do fundraisers?
Because it costs to do whatever. You can't fly a plane on air. You fly a plane with money. And the fundraisers help us secure that money, which is necessary to pay the plane fare. You have to eat where you go. They don't give you the food. You have to pay for the food. That costs money. You don't sleep anywhere. You have to pay for sleeping because it costs.
What college did you attend, and what was your career choice after college?
I attended Virginia Union University in Richmond, Virginia, graduating magna cum laude in English, and that standing made it possible for me to go anywhere in the nation. And I went to the best theological seminary in Newton, Massachusetts. My standing there made it possible for me to study at Harvard and at Boston. And my scholarship there enabled me to study at the University of Chicago. When I went to the University of Chicago, I made all A's. And I got scholarships ever since. So that my graduate education cost my parents nothing.
How does debating skills help in everyday life?
Every day you talk. Debating helps you to talk better. For the better you talk, the greater are your chances of convincing somebody else that they should give you what you want. If you can't talk well, no one will ever know what you want, nor be able to supply you with what you want, since they don't know what you want because you can't talk so well. And that's why it's important to learn how to talk so somebody can hear you. It is as though you had not said it. If nobody hears you, you speak to get a response. The person to whom you are directing your speech doesn't hear you. How can he respond? Debating helps you to develop your voice so you can project it anywhere you are and catch the attention of somebody who may be going by, but gripped by your voice. That's how.
What kinds of music do you enjoy listening to?
What kind of movies do I watch? None. I don't watch movies. I am too involved in interacting with people. And I don't have time to sit up and look at a movie. That's the people who don't have anything to do. All they have to do is just sit up and look at movies. So they're content to do that. But I'm involved all the time. I'm here every morning at 7:30, and I leave every night at 7:30. And at that time, people are coming, just like you, coming and going, and I don't have time to look at movies.
What advice can you give to the youth?
The advice I would give to young people today would include you are your own worst enemy. See to it that you don't destroy yourself. Let no one tell you what you can't do. You are the determiner of your own destiny. And what you do in the future will not depend upon what someone else says you ought to do. It will depend upon what you do yourself. So, get ready to be great. Prepare yourself now. Take advantage of every opportunity to learn something. Stop playing so much. You don't need play to develop your brain. Play may develop your body, but you need to give time to the development of your brain. For it matters not what others do to you. They can never take from you what you have developed in your brain.
Yay!